Hello and welcome to today's video. As you have probably noticed, I took a bit of a break from uploading, and that was honestly just because of the heat wave the UK had. I did not want to be recorded in that horrendous heat, turning off my fan to record and stuff like that. Anyway, today's video is about the Blood of Dawnwalker. This is honestly a game I'm really looking forward to, as it has been made by the former Witcher 3 devs, which I think I've said before is one of my favourite games of all time, so yeah. I have high hopes just from that knowledge alone, if I'm being honest. Now, what we know so far about this game is you play as Cohen, a man who survived being turned into a full vampire due to his accidental silver poisoning in his youth. I thought that was like a werewolf thing, but I'm guessing you can change it with stuff like this. He shares the strengths and weaknesses of both humans and vampires. The game is set against the backdrop of war and the Black Death in the Carpathian Mountains. I hope I pronounced that right. Human beings are being treated as a resource and are subjected to a vampire blood tax by the ruling vampire lord Brenkis, or Brensis, I don't know. There is a strict 30 in-game days time limit to rescue Cohen's family. Because time pushes forward whenever you accept a quest, you must carefully prioritise your actions. Certain quest lines can also disappear if you don't tackle them in time. The game features a reactive world where major characters can die permanently. Choices carry long-term consequences that dictate branching narrative paths and multiple distinct endings. The game has a day-night cycle. In the daytime, Cohen has access to magic and must rely on consuming foods and potions to restore his health, while at night time, magic is sealed away, but Cohen's vampire powers unlock. He can passively regenerate health, but eventually requires blood, either from humans or animals, to restore his full health bar. If you let him starve, his vampiric hunger may trigger uncontrollably during conversations, which sounds pretty gnarly but is also pretty cool, to be honest with you, at least in my opinion. The traversal in the game at night, Cohen can use special abilities like Shadow Step to teleport short distances, Plane Shift to scale walls and ceilings, and he also has heightened senses to track clues and, I'm guessing, enemies. The combat is built on a directional parry block system, offering layers of immersion that requires you to react to both the timing and the angle of enemy attacks. It has already been confirmed that this game is the first chapter of a multi-part saga. Sequels are planned to jump through time, taking Cohen to completely different historical eras and cultures even in the modern day, which of course means they are convinced this game will do really well to be able to confirm already sequels, which I'm honestly again really excited about. Rebel Wolves are also scheduling 3 post-launch DLCs, similar to what we have already seen done with The Witcher 3, which is amazing to hear. The Witcher 3's DLCs are generally the best in gaming, again my opinion, but they're so good. The Blood of Dawnwalker will be coming out on the 3rd of September 2026 and will be released on PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S and X. It will be $69.99 and then £59.99 for the standard edition, and then $79.99 or £69.99 for the Eclipse edition, which will feature the Digital World Compendium, digital soundtrack, digital comic book, and the Sangorian Wayfarer's armor set. There is also the Collector's Edition, which includes the game, the Eclipse Edition digital upgrade, a steelbook, a world map that is 33 by 40 centimeters, a physical world compendium that is 60 pages, a collector's box, and a Cohen figurine by Pure Arts that is 23 centimeters, and that will run you $199.99 or £174.99. I have been looking online for a while for some rumours about this game that we haven't been shown or that haven't been confirmed yet, and I really couldn't find any. There are some talking about the future of the series if this game succeeds, and people are mostly just talking about a jump to modern day, which could be interesting. There is also speculation about the shadowy figure that was shown, and whether it's Brenkis returning, or an entirely new villain altogether. So that should be interesting to see where that goes. There was also some controversy around the pricing, mainly in the US, with obviously, like I've mentioned before, the standard edition being $69.99. Other than that, I really couldn't find much else other than what we already know. There was also some concerns about that the combat will be similar to The Witcher 3's, which when I've talked to people that didn't like that game, that was the complaint that came back to me the most. Personally, I didn't have a problem with the combat in the game. Like, it wasn't amazing, but I didn't see the problem personally. But it seems to be a major concern with this game. But from what I have read online, it seems the devs have been listening to early playtesters' feedback in regards to the combat. So I don't think the combat should be a cause for concern, if I'm being honest. The game will also feature a unique dual identity skill tree system, divided into 3 main branches that are Witchcraft, Sword Mastery, and Vampirism. Progression is heavily tied to your form human during the day and vampire during the night, and in-game time management requiring both experience points and time segments to unlock new skills and passive perks. The Witchcraft skill is high risk, high reward skills that primarily are used during the daytime. It revolves around using blood-fueled magic and hexes at the cost of your own health points. Sword Mastery is the grounded foundational tree that bridges your playstyle across both day and night. It focuses on maximum stamina, sword damage, and directional combat buffs. Then there is the Vampirism active abilities and perks exclusively accessible at night. Skills include brutal claw attacks and supernatural traversal, which I have mentioned earlier on. I am also sure there will be more than that when the game's actually released and we get to play it, but from what I could find, that's all that's known so far. Anyway, I think I will leave it there for this video. I'm sorry if there was stuff that I've not mentioned, or if there are rumours out there that I couldn't find, but yeah, this is about as much as I can say on this game, other than my excitement. With the weather cooling down anyway, I should be back to my regular uploads. Well, what are people's thoughts on this game? Comment them down below, I'd love to hear them. That being said, I hope you have enjoyed today's video, and again, if you liked it and would like to see more, please drop a like, maybe share the video, and as always, please subscribe, it would mean a lot to me. Thank you very much.